Hi Cancer, this is Kelly from Moon Pie Tarot. This is your general love reading for February 2017, and as always, I've already shuffled and pulled your cards. So we'll get started with your reading. So at the bottom of the deck, the card that was pulled is the Queen of Rods. Now, I will say first off, some of you may be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or you could be dealing with a Pisces. If you're not, for this month, I do feel like this will be your energy where you are remaining confident and proud, being very creative. If you are creative, I feel like you do have creative aspects about you. Remaining in the light. And really, this card really strongly feels to me that you are being regal, not putting up with any malarkey. Just really standing strong and being happy. This card is this happiness. Okay. I feel like for some of you, for those of you who are on the cusp of Cancer, Leo, this could be your energy as well. So like July 22nd, 23rd, 24th, July 18th, 25th, somewhere within that week of the cusp of Cancer, Leo, you're embodying this energy for this month where you are emotional, maybe a very loving parent, putting your children first if you have children, or dealing with youth, and also feeling very youthful for this month. This is just your energy that will be expressed throughout the month of February. Now you're coming out of, actually, you had the Wheel of Fortune in the recent past, so maybe things were in your favor in the recent past. Nothing negative in a relationship or your dating life, feeling on top of the world, really, and continuing on in that energy in February. This is really just foundational, no matter what is going on for the month of February, any kind of negative influence or anything, you're still maintaining your positive attitude, okay? But I do feel like whatever area in your life you may have felt that you were on top of the world, okay? And since this is a love reading, maybe could have just been in a small portion of the past few months, something was going really well. Now, coming into February, there's going to be a sudden change. Okay, now look, and I don't think you should fear the Tower card, okay? Whatever may have been on unstable ground is going to suddenly change, and it could change for the better, okay? Structures that were not stable, or things that may not have, the foundation may not have been strong. This can also deal with, there may be some emotional instability or just feelings or moodiness, or something is going to change suddenly in the beginning of February. It's going to just come out of nowhere. Maybe you'll have a realization or some insight about a relationship or someone you're dealing with. Okay, what's challenging it though is the Two of Swords. So I feel like this is the Cancer, this is just screaming Cancer to, not Cancer in the medical way, Cancer in the astrology, that this is your emotions, whatever, you may just decide to not be dealing with so much on an emotional level, but really maybe getting down to business, dealing with your thought processes from whatever this sudden change is, okay? If it's negative or if it's positive, you will know. But whatever it is, it's going to cause you to keep your emotions at bay, okay? Even if it's positive and something great happens and you feel overwhelmed with emotion and happiness, you may just choose to keep it at bay for the time being. Well, it will be a challenge for you, of course, because it's in the challenge position, What's grounding you is the Five of Pentacles. And the fives do talk about challenges and instability. So there could be a situation in a relation in with someone you're dealing with where there's a financial instability, or something could maybe you came into some money or came into an inheritance or something with another person, and something suddenly changed, and now things are a bit unstable. This could also just be your emotional sense, where something changes to cause you to feel unstable, and you need to get back to this place of stability. Okay, you could have someone trying to help you with that as well. If this isn't your energy, this could be someone significant in your life of those signs that I said, or just someone who embodies that energy. And what's crowning you is the Knight of Rods. So this is a fearlessness in your mind. Whatever is going on, it's not going to keep you down, that's for sure. You are going to keep pushing forward. If there's difficulty in a relationship or with someone you're dealing with, you are not going to give up. You'll keep pushing forward with a fearless energy, because you know that, well, you're not the type to be kept down. Maybe you will go through some emotional changes with this Tower card occurring, but it's not going to stop you. In your mind, you will push forward and push through. Trying to see if there's anything specific that could be coming out in regard to some of you could be dealing with Capricorn, Scorpio, Sagittarius. I don't feel like your luck has ended, whatever was going on. I feel like I want to pull a card for that Tower card, even though you've got this card challenging it. I'm just curious to see. I don't usually do this, but I just have this curiosity about what is going on, what this Tower card could mean. So it's clarified with the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like it does have something to do with your stability. And it does have something to do with maybe your home, if you're married, or if you live with someone, or if you're single. Something to do with your stability, your lifestyle. This Tower is coming in to change your lifestyle. Okay? And whatever your lifestyle is, either for the better, it could cause you to feel very emotional. You could have an emotional attachment to your lifestyle, something with you and a partner, or whatever the situation is, okay? But it does have something to do with the success you've achieved in a relationship. I don't feel like there's infidelity or anything like that going on. I just feel like there's something to do with the home, or something to do with your emotions. You may have been, something is going to challenge your emotional stability, your material wealth, things like that. And it will affect you emotionally, and it will be a challenge for you to not allow that. And with the Five of Pentacles grounding you, I do feel like you may be worried that you'll be left out in the cold. This is sounding more like a general reading, but even if it were in a love relationship, that maybe there will be a challenge that cause emotional instability in a love relationship, and it may cause you to feel like you're out in the cold, or to worry that because you don't want to be, and this is grounding you, so you're going to fight to keep that from happening in February. But the good news is that from all of this happening, and because you do have this positive energy going with you, there will be a new beginning coming up around the third week of February. Okay, if you have to move, if you're living with someone and there's a challenge to your financial life, or your lifestyle in general financially, you may be moving. to a different area or a different place. There will be a new beginning in that. Okay, so you may have to do that, and it could just be something as simple as, Cancer, you are home loving, you're a homemaker, so maybe moving will be emotionally difficult for you to have to do that. I don't feel like someone's moving out of your home into another home, but there is a new beginning with this ace. Okay, and this has to do with your passions. It has to do with your creative life, your desires, starting a family. Okay, this also has to do with male virility. So for those of you who are single, or have been dating, maybe there's someone that will come into your life that will want to change your lifestyle, or maybe they will want to be with you, and maybe you will have to move to it. Like, say if you're living on an island somewhere in the tropics, and to be with them you have to now move to the Antarctic where it's freezing cold. Okay, so there could be and lifestyle is different there, so you could have an attachment to where you are, and the emotional aspect of it could make it difficult for you to deal with. Okay, but I do see some kind of a change happening in a relationship or in your single life if someone new comes in, which I was seeing with this Queen of Rods more significantly, or the other signs that I was telling you. Okay, so that will be occurring, or there will be discussions of new beginnings. This is more so, though, actual energy, actual physically doing it. And in the position of you and your advice, you've got the Fool card. So I do see you wanting to take a risk, albeit scary and maybe a bit unknown. I see you doing it. I see you saying, you know what? Okay, let's pack our bags and just go. And it could just be that energy where, this is a major arcana card. So this definitely is going to be, if you're dealing with Aquarius, or you have that Aquarius energy where you just don't think, you just go, because you're just a free thinker. Maybe you need that freedom to break away, okay, or to get out from where you are. Maybe your lifestyle does need to change. Okay, maybe you've accumulated a lot of assets in a relationship or in a marriage. Maybe it's too overwhelming anymore. It's too financially draining you. And maybe you need to simplify your life a bit more. So you could be feeling along those lines. Maybe you've been married for a long time, and now you and your partner are an empty nester. So maybe you need to downsize. Maybe you need to take a risk and sell your home and the cars. Maybe you just don't need things anymore that like you used to. And that could cause you to feel a little having a difficulty to do that with another person. For those of you who are in happy relationships or happy marriages. For singles, though, I do feel like someone could be coming in and trying to change your world, and that could be difficult, although there is a connection with that person. This person could be in their 20s or 30s as well. But I do see you being fearless and willing to take a risk with that. So that's a positive thing. Okay, you're maintaining that positivity in the month. Now, your environment and how others are viewing you, you have the King of Pentacles. So your environment, there is stability. Okay, your life is, you do have a stable life as best as possible. Your bills, if not fully paid, or definitely you make attempts to keep things on the straight and narrow. You do have assets, or you do have, even if you just own a car, okay, you still have things. Cancer are very, I always feel like Cancer people are mathematic geniuses. I always say that. So I feel like you do have a business mind, and you are capable of, even if you need to, for some of you who are in business with a partner or involved with someone, maybe that business is going to go to the next level, or maybe there will be a change in plans with that, which could have you feeling worried. Or if you're single, someone could be coming in who wants to offer their financial assistance to you, as well as their love. Okay? Now, in the position of your hopes and fears, well, you're very someone who reminisces, you are sentimental. So this could be someone from your past returning, or you could just be thinking about your past relationships or your past love, or romanticizing all the emotions. Okay, and this is in your hopes and fears. I don't feel like you want to lose that, and I don't feel like you will. And I don't feel like that a change that could occur if you are moving or going to the next level, that you will lose all your hopes and dreams. You'll still have them. You could fear that these changes may take that away from you, but I don't feel that that's going to occur. Now, in the position of your outcome, it seems like your reading's going real quick. You have the Death card, and then you have the Devil card, okay? So as far as signs go, Scorpio, Capricorn, how that resonates for you, if it does. But there is transformation going into the month of March, or at least the beginning of a transformation. This isn't sudden. The Tower card is sudden. This is, it's coming, and the change needs to be made. You need to transition. And I always say, it doesn't mean you're transitioning from negative to positive. It could. And it doesn't always mean you're transitioning from positive to negative, although it could. But I feel like within your reading, you're transitioning from positive to a higher level. Okay, it's kind of like, in religious terms, going from earth to heaven. It's just a higher level of being, of greatness. And you're also transitioning away from the chains that have held you back, the things that have bonded you, kept you trapped. So you may be so accustomed to habits in a relationship or a way of being with another person, and maybe that now needs to go to the next level. Okay, but you may be comfortable in these habits. See, it's the fear of the unknown. Even if the unknown is better for you, there's always that fear, because it's not what you're used to. But I feel like whatever the situation was in a relationship or the involvement with someone, I feel like it needs to transition to the next phase now, and it will. Okay, but you have to allow it. With the Tower card, you're really not going to have a choice. It's really not about the choices we make, but how we deal with the choices we make. And I feel like if you allow yourself to transition away from these chains that are holding you, even if you don't feel like they're chains that are holding you, they could be, and you may not know it because you're just so used to it. A fish doesn't know that he's in water. He's just swimming through the water. So, I feel like if you allow those changes to happen within a relationship, to transition to the next level, whatever it may be, even if it's moving in with someone, or downsizing your home, or even moving to another place to further the relationship, I feel that's a good thing. You have this luck from the recent past. It's still following you. You were blessed not so long ago with some type of good fortune, or given some kind of grace. So you have to remember that that's still following you, that is with you. And I'm going to pull an oracle card for your reading to see if there's anything else Spirit wants you to know. Your reading seemed a bit more general, but sometimes even in the love readings, sometimes it will come out general, because whatever you are meant to know at this time is what's most important. Okay, some of you may be thinking, well, what about a new love, or what blah, 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 blah. Well, sometimes we have to focus on other things before we can focus on love. Whatever's taking priority in your life, that's what you have to deal with first. So I do feel like there is a love element in this relationship, or in this reading, but it's more about you allowing change to happen, and that you need to allow it to happen. Okay, even if there is a chance that someone could be leaving, and I feel like that's a very, maybe 2% of you, but even if there's a chance that somebody could be leaving, you are still going to need to make these transitions and changes in your life, because I feel like that situation has been holding you down or holding you back. That's interesting. Spiritual law of attraction. I think Gemini got this reading. So this card is like attracts like. So whatever's going on in your life, whatever you wish to have, you need to begin to be that, right? So I'm going to read it to you. For those of you who's already listened to Gemini, you don't have to listen to this because then you would have heard it. The situation you're inquiring about right now has come to you via the spiritual law of attraction. You've attracted certain people or situations because they mirror your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. In the same way, people and situations that you once found desirable are now moving out of your life as you've shifted your energy through your spiritual path. Like attract likes mean that like attracts like means that everything and everyone that you draw into your life is similar to your thought patterns. If you want to change what or who you attract, hold more positive, loving, and joyful thoughts. The Ascended Masters and Angels can help you with this shift. And I feel like with this card, if you look, you can see that there is someone watching over you. That is an angel. So whatever decision you make, whatever comes out of this tower will be positive for you. You may not think it will be positive for you, but the spirits are saying they've got your best interest at heart, okay? And whomever is with you through this journey is there for you. They're not just with you, they are there for you, okay? So I'm going to end your reading there, Cancer, and if you need a personal reading, if this didn't resonate, or if it does, either way, it may or may not, you can also check your rising or moon sign, and you can email me at moonpietarot@gmail.com. Okay, thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful February. Take care. Bye.